For those unfamiliar with Cursed Son, introduce yourselves.
This is Jones and he does vocals.
It's Kieran and he's rhythm guitar.
You've recently launched your latest EP, The Amygdala.
Correct.
How's that going down?
Pretty good, man. I kind of wish we had more gigs lined up, to be truthful, because we released it back in, when was it, January or so?
January,
February. And then there's because our drummer Chris is in the Bonnevilles as well, so they're very busy, and especially so in between January and like May, he had been touring all over the world basically with the Bonnevilles, so it was tough to try and fit in gigs, but we've got a few gigs at the minute, which is pretty sweet. It's going down all right.
The notorious Metal Ireland weren't overly kind with the review. How does that sort of criticism impact the band?
How do you feel?
It's all good. Like, you know, I mean, see, I think it's hard to get good reviews really, because a lot of reviews can be very picky. They can be very harsh, you know, and you sort of have to overcome that in a sense.
Absolutely.
But to be honest with you, like anything that got there, it's still good on, you know, any publicity, all that there nonsense, like. It still puts the name out there, it still puts the band out there, and people can tend to say, you know, okay, a bad review, but I'll go and see for myself. And sometimes live can be a lot better than a review or, you know, what you hear on a CD.
So it's the feedback that matters to the band, really, the live.
Yeah,
rather than
it really is.
It's nice to hear any sort of
rather than the Jobsworth bloggers.
Yeah, keyboard warriors.
How would you personally describe Cursed Son's sound?
I'd say it's kind of thrashy, but a melodic in there, kind of along the lines of like Lamb of God, Pantera, kind of mix, you know, Machine Head type.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Brutal.
In a good sense.
What other Irish bands do you guys look up to? And that would include North or South.
Back in the day, we were always big into Senescence, like whenever they started off, like, because they sort of kept the momentum going with a handful of other bands like Honey for Christ and God, who else was back there? Like Spindrift were about, like, I think they were sort of carrying along as well. So they were the sort of bands that then as we were getting ourselves together, you know, we got a bit more into that there, you know, playing with more bands, getting into them a bit more, you know. So.
Yeah, there's a good mix of stuff about it at the minute. There's actually quite a lot of bands at the minute, which, you know, it's good. It's a nice, healthy kind of scene at the minute, I believe. And yeah, man, there's loads we kind of want to play with still. There's a lot of bands we still haven't played with.
Anyone in particular?
Well, geez.
Too many.
There's too many to think of, but we're getting to play with a load at Sunflower Fest.
Yes.
Which is a lot of good Northern Irish bands playing at that, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Speaking of Sunflower Fest, you haven't played it before, is that right?
No.
He's looking forward to it, and what's your expectations for the festival?
About 10,000 people, I'm expecting, and 100 groupies.
Groupies, that's all he
No,
talks about.
that's only for me.
I know. And it's on its way.
I think the atmosphere will be a lot bigger anyway, because it's a festival sort of at first. So if you're looking at a few hundred people, like, you know, I'd be happy with that there, like, you know.
Like I know we're playing the barn, and Chris, our drummer with the Bonnevilles, has played there before, and he says it is just a barn, and he says, but you can pack a load of people in there, so hopefully get a decent crowd, and we'll see how it goes, man, because this is actually our first festival.
Yeah.
We've
been around a while.
We get in there, you'll probably see a few goats and cows lying about.
That's true.
In the bar as well.
Sunflower Fest aside, is there any other future plans for the band? Any tours or any recording material coming up?
Yeah, we're working on. We've a brand new song complete. There's another one of yours on its way, and there's another one of Johnny's. So yeah, we're going to do another 4-track EP. Just keep throwing out EPs, man, because I don't know, the album thing takes you out of the game for too long, I think.
Yeah, that's right. We were out for the guts of the year, like, that's right.
And you know, if you don't, unless you can try and arrange it that you're still gigging while you're doing like a full album, I think that EP is the best way to go, because you're still getting it out there, still getting a bit of airplay. People are still coming to then see your launch and see your gigs, and yeah, definitely think EP. And sorry, what was the other question you were saying about? I have no idea. You said, other tours and stuff. Yeah. Tour wise, we want to get back to England. It's been a few years. Definitely want to do a bit more touring.
I'm heading over there in maybe a month or so, like, you know, so hopefully I can get a few more contacts in there while I'm there.
We've got a few already, and it would be nice to get to somewhere like, you know.
We get back to Bristol a lot. We get like that's where most of our friends are actually in Bristol. A couple of people we played with over. There's a band we played with were from London, but I can't remember who that was. It was a Pantera tribute band. That's what it was. I think they're based in London. So even to get over there, you know, get a few more local bands there, that'll be decent.
That's great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck
Lisa.
with the gig.
Yep. Cheers.